The battle of the G-toilets has begun. Today I will show and explain to you all the secrets hidden in the new episode 68 part 1 of SKIBIDI Toilet that you might not have noticed. The battle between the television titan and the SKIBIDI Toilet has begun. Several things happened during this fight that you might not have understood or noticed certain secrets that were hidden. Therefore today I will explain everything that happened and tell you exactly what the television men said in this episode. They speak in quotes, but by analyzing the secret messages they give us, we can better understand why at the end of the episode they didn't enter the SKIBIDI's base. What's happening with the television men and what are the new powers of the television titan? If you want to know about all this and more, stay until the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of content, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe to bring you more content like this. The television titan hides a secret. In the new episode 68 part 1 of SKIBIDI Toilet, at the beginning we saw how the POV cameraman was running through the debris left by the war outside the base of the SKIBIDI Toilet. In this part, the corpse of a cameraman was burning, so he might not be able to come back to life. Then the POV cameraman looked up and saw the exact moment when the camera and speaker man managed to enter the SKIBIDI base while the great speaker man was holding the door. He saw how the brave cameraman entered and the great speaker man sacrificed himself because the door crushed him. We've seen the terrible death of this great soldier again. So right now, everyone, type F in the chat. Seeing this again, I just came up with a new theory. Let's remember the surviving cameraman who might be a traitor. He might have made this door fall to be the heaviest so that the great speaker man would die. But could it be that the traitor actually wanted to kill the brave cameraman? Maybe he was waiting for the exact moment for the door to fall on him, but the brave one managed to enter on time and the one who ended up dying was the great speaker man. But about this traitor, we analyzed it more deeply in the previous video that I recommend here above. After this, the POV cameraman turned to see how one of the G-toilet clones attacked the television titan with rockets, which he covered with his arms and thus did not harm him at all. On the contrary, he counterattacked and destroyed the G-toilet's weapons with a sword and then shot him in the face with a laser beam from his reactor. At that moment, the G-toilet attacked the television titan with multiple laser rays aiming directly at the chest reactor, but suddenly this G-toilet clone turned to look elsewhere. Perhaps he just realized that several camera speaker men had just entered their SKIBIDI's base. But here something very strange happens, because let's remember in the previous episode, while the door was still open, this same G-toilet managed to shoot those laser rays. But in the current episode, when he shoots those laser rays at the television titan, the door was already closed, as it closed at the beginning of the episode. So most likely this G-toilet has already shot his rays a while ago, maybe at some other titans or even at the television titan itself, and this is the second time he attacks. Or maybe Dafuk Boom made a continuity error. It's more likely because even this G-toilet looks at the doors as if the cameramen were just entering but they closed a while ago. But well, to not blame Dafuk Boom, let's just say that simply the G-toilet has just attacked the television titan again, and as he turned to look to the side at the doors of his base, the television titan drew his attention and practically told him not to get distracted and to keep fighting. He said some words that can only be understood in reverse, so I'll put it here below. Pay close attention. Basically, he got his attention not to get distracted and keep fighting, and at that moment, the television titan showed him his special ability, which is to detach his television head to go and fight, similar to what TV Woman does. This head has rockets to fly and laser cannons. The television head began firing laser beams and chasing this G-toilet, who had to flee because he had no other option. And at that moment, the flying SKIBIDI Toilet started attacking with rockets at the rest of the television titan's body because they believed they had an advantage since his head was not there. However, what they didn't expect was that the televisions on his shoulders could also detach and start attacking them. They could also fly and shoot cannons at these SKIBIDIs because each screen can fly on its own and go attack the SKIBIDI they want. The G-toilet that was burned a while ago by the laser beam from the television titan's reactor took advantage of the situation and started attacking the body of the titan, which now had no televisions on it. However, this this G-Toilet did not expect that this body could still move, and the television titan launched himself against him to kill him. Here's the English translation of the text you provided. This is because this body still had a small screen on the belt, and that would be the one controlling this body while the other screens aren't. On the other hand, the television titan's main head was using its red light power to kill the G-Toilet with laser beams. It was causing it to catch fire and get electrocuted to completely destroy this robot. Let's remember that this is a G-Toilet clone and is actually a shell inside which another Skibidi toilet is found, so it doesn't seem like it exactly the same as what happened in episode 65. Another of its screens was emitting orange light to burn one of the flying Skibidis, while the other screen was using violet light to control the other flying Skibidi, forcing it to crash against its companion, causing both Skibidis to burn simultaneously. After this, all the screens returned to their place, and we could see how the laser-equipped G-Toilet was burned and destroyed. Meanwhile, the rest of the Titan's body was removing the real Skibidi toilet inside that G-Toilet disguise from the clone that had rocket launchers, meaning it had defeated this clone G-Toilet and pulled out the real Skibidi, controlling this robot, cutting its neck with its sword and crushing what remained of its head with its hand. Suddenly, a parasitic Skibidi took advantage of the situation, and since the television titan had no head, it would be easier to hack it. However, it seems that the last time they improved the television titan, they installed an anti-hacking protection system, which resulted in when this parasitic Skibidi tried to control it, it ended up electrocuting itself and couldn't do it, causing many rays to come out of it and catch fire. This means that now the television titan is immune to parasite hacks, and all its screens return to the television titan's body. On the other hand, the clone G-Toilet was caught by circular saws by the titan, camera, and speaker. They were grabbing its arms with their hands and legs so it couldn't move. When they saw that the television titan had already managed to defeat the other two clones and was now coming for it, they released it so they could fight. This G-Toilet tried to retaliate by attacking the speaking titan, but it dodged in time and it only made a small cut, but its real rival was in front of it, which was the television titan. At this moment, he gives a secret message to his titan friends, which can only be understood in reverse, so pay close attention below. Basically, he just told them to pay close attention to the television titan's secret power because it still has something else hidden. Then he raised his arm with the sword and black smoke started coming out of it. Later, this same arm with the sword appeared behind the G-Toilet and cut off all its circular saw arms, leaving it defenseless. This means the television titan has just teleported only its arm, so this titan now has the ability to teleport only certain parts of its body without needing to teleport itself completely. In this way, it has just teleported only its arm to attack the G-Toilet from behind, and when this clone G-Toilet was disarmed at that moment, it felt the true terror. The G-Toilet turned around and its head was pierced by the television, its titan sword, and we could see again how electric rays came out of this Skibidi, once again proving that these G-Toilets were robotic clones. Seeing this secret power hidden by the television titan, the speaking titan applauds because he's amazed, and the camera titan makes a gesture of liking, to which the television titan nods its head and shows a cute face on its screen, and we see how its right arm with the sword has returned to its body, teleporting back there. At that moment, on the side of the television titan, a kind of giant SKIBIDI singing is heard and an explosion occurs, so the television titan turns its head to look there while the POV cameraman turns to the opposite side because there's a small normal Skibidi toilet coming towards him. However, this Skibidi is caught by the great television man, the same one we saw last in episode 66, who had saved the POV cameraman back then. This great TV man said a message to this Skibidi. Pay close attention below. Basically, he just insulted this Skibidi, telling it to shut its mouth. While behind him, the corpse of the Skibidi scientific robot could be seen, and above it, cameraman ships were arriving at the place, probably with more camera doctors to revive all the fallen soldiers. At this moment, the POV cameraman points to the great television man and then points to the entrance of the Skibidi's base. He's practically asking him to please help him teleport there inside to help his cameraman companions. However, this great television man with his head gestures a no and tells him a message, which is the following. After this, he bends down towards the POV cameraman and points to his screen and tells him this other message. With all this, we understand that the great television man told the POV cameraman that it's not a good idea to go directly into the SKIBIDI toilet space since they don't know what might be inside. If it's a trap, an ambush, or something of the sort, rather they should first check what's happening inside thanks to the screen of this great television man. Basically, he's gonna show us what the cameramen inside are seeing, and he does this in the same way he did in the past in episode 60, showing us in real time on his screen a live broadcast from another cameraman. And that's how this episode ends, which is why it's called SKIBIDI Toilets 68 Part 1, because in 68 Part 2, we'll see what the screen this great television man is showing us, showing the perspective of the cameraman inside the SKIBIDI's base. So in episode 68 Part 2, we'll finally see the mysteries this evil base holds and discover what's happening with the group of the camera and speaker men. Will we see in this next episode what happens with the trader too? Write down below in the comments what you think will happen. Either way, it's clear that the next episode will be very important to find out how this great SKIBIDI toilet story continues, and we've again guessed that this episode probably wouldn't be about the cameramen inside the base, but about the battle and the external fights. So it's another theory that has come true. Let's hope that the camera and speaker men manage to reach the bottom of this base to finally defeat the evil army of the SKIBIDI toilets. If there was at least one secret in this video that you didn't know about SKIBIDI Toilet, I challenge you to like the video right now and subscribe and hit the bell to be one of the first to see all of this. I am Jorge Isaac 115. See you in the next video, friends. Greetings to everyone and goodbye.